grab something from the ceiling and swing down like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger did in Commando.
I want to go.
Well, you could have the Commando one. You could have the Jay and Silent Bob one where they shoot the grappling hook up. You know, just have that going on every now and again, like time throughout the park
and then
mall area.
And then every week, or once a week, every year they have the Dawn of the Dead.
Boom.
Yes. And there you go.
You got to
There
run
you
through
go.
the whole
Yes.
place.
And you got to go through it. And
A
you
zombie
gotta,
chase.
Yeah, you got to like hang out and like go upstairs and go into the rooms, and they have shit like that where you could stay.
You could do it like a zombie run. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
A little far fetched for this next idea, but
Let's buy a
having-
mall.
Yeah,
Okay, go.
like have a whole other mall, like the size of a mall.
Let's
at
buy
least.
2 malls. Okay.
And put them together. No, like have one
Burlington
whole
Coat
mall
Factory.
the size of about a decent sized mall, just dedicated to Lord of the Rings scenes, where you go through the forest and you go through all the different.
You could
like,
absolutely
scenery.
do that.
Holy shit.
Oh, so much money.
Yeah.
But, that'd be so cool.
That'd be
Get
awesome.
Weta to like partner with it, and we'll sell their merch. We'll like do whatever merch.
Yeah.
Hashtag. Sorry.
Hashtag.
Merchandise.
Well, yeah, that's where you're gonna make. That's where you're gonna make the money.
You could
Yeah.
you could be a pin trader.
Oh yeah, dude, and the publicity that you would get because you don't have to
man.
go to New Zealand to have like a Lord of the Rings tour experience.
Yeah,
you could go into the
absolutely.
cave with the big giant ass spider and play golf.
And randomly, some trees would just kind of like shift.
Yes.
That'd be so
Oh
cool.
shit, that would
That'd
be
be awesome.
fucking great.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn. All right, guys.
Get at
Anybody-
us, entrepreneurs.
Wizarding World, get out of the way.
Anybody want to invest? Let us know.
What were we talking about? No,
We were talking about Kelly Maroney.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kelly Maroney. Okay.
She was also, I don't know if you ever saw this movie. It came out in 1986. Zero Boys.
No,
Oh,
I don't believe I have.
well, it's a peach and she's in that. Basically, take a theme, put it together with horror, and this is what you got. And these are a bunch of paintball guys that like get thrown into like a horror movie.
What?
Yes.
Paintball?
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's not good. It's
No,
not
okay.
good.
Yeah, I was
I'm not
like-
saying you should watch it, but I remember
all right.
I remember watching it back
I
in the
don't know.
day, and I'm like, oh well.
Ooh, this is fucked up. Yes. Steelers win.
News live now.
Okay.
Because football's going on.
It still is. The Super Bowl is coming up.
Next year, coming to you live.
Coming to you live. Okay, so Sharon Farrell, she plays Doris, and actually her son was in the movie too. Her son was one of the little boys at the very end of it, with the braces and shit like that. So, hey, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. Shut up. She was on some pretty cool movies too, like Can't Buy Me Love,
Yeah.
Lone Wolf McQuade, so
Tying it
connection
together there, yeah.
and then she was also on It's Alive. So
Yes.
there's a lot of connection. There's a lot of cross pollination in this horror movie / sci-fi adventure / 50s. At this time, they had been doing a lot of those 50s throwback movies like
Right.
that, like Invaders from Mars, which was pretty fucking bitchin' too. I like that one better than the old school one. I like the graphics in the old one versus the new one, but it's still fucking, those movies like that they were redoing were pretty fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
And I say fuck a lot.
That's okay.
And then we got Mary Warnoff.
Okay, let's get into this.
She
because-
played Audrey White or something like that,
Yes,
right?
that is correct.
So Death Race 2000,
Yep.
Eating Raoul, Terror Vision, Rock and Roll High School,
Yep.
and you know where she started?
That's where I was getting ready to go to.
Go for it.
So she actually started out with Andy Warhol
Mm-hmm.
back in I guess that would be the 60s.
In the Factory.
In the Factory, that's right. So she was
The movie The Factory or the
No,
factory where she worked?
No, Andy Warhol had a collective of artists that basically had their own building, and that's all they would do is art, make movies, everything like that. So he did all his prints, so he called it the Factory.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And she played Hanoi Hannah in Chelsea Girls, which was an experimental underground film by Andy Warhol, and it was the first major commercial success after he had just a bunch of art films that
Yeah.
didn't really, they don't
Weird
really
shit.
do anything. So yeah, she was also a big fan of like the punk scene at that time. So she was in Suicidal Tendencies institutionalized video.
That's right.
Yeah, so she's again, like she's a big cult actress.
Yes.
So I see earlier when you said, well, this isn't going to do anything, because she probably felt it was like a little too bubblegum, I guess, or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she did have they interviewed her years ago, and she basically, at the time, and she said something about it really not being anything that she's really too proud of or even happy with. She's just like, yeah, I did it. Like most of the stuff. But I think we originally kind of got on Night of the Comet because I wanted to do the Mary Warnoff trilogy.
Right.
Yeah.
So eating Raoul.
Eating Raoul. I was going to do Chopping Mall.
Yeah. Of course.
And this, just because she's in it for that long. But they've always wanted to do...
Same character, though.
Yeah. They always wanted to do like another Eating Raoul movie, like a part 2, but then Paul Bartel passed away before they were getting it off the ground. So, she was pretty awesome in this movie too. Her most of her lines were ad-libbed, right?
Right.
And she's a pretty good actress, And then also now this guy right here, Jeffrey Lewis, he played Dr. Carter. He was on High Plains Drifter, Bronco Billy, Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
If you know who this guy is.
I always think of, and the first role that I always think of when I see this guy?
Tango and Cash?
No. He was the brother of Clint Eastwood in Any Which Way You Can and Every Which Way But Loose, the movie with the orangutan. And for some reason, that's like, I see his face and I'm like, oh, it's that guy.
Well, you know who his daughter is, right?
Yes, I saw
Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know that until like 2 years ago. I didn't know that until
doing research for this, honestly.
For real?
Yeah.
It's unusual because I did really... I'm a fan of Juliette Lewis and her music, Juliette Lewis and the Licks or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And of course she's married to the drummer from Rage Against the Machine.
Right.
So yeah, she's out there. She looks like Evel Knievel. But it's really cool because she always posts stuff about her father.
Because he passed recently, right?
Yeah, it was not too long ago. Maybe 10 years, something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Been a while. But he was always in those Clint Eastwood movies. Right. So he's a great character actor and he's a great asshole actor. You know what I mean? He could really be he can really be a jerk, and especially in this one, you could just he wasn't really like 100% engaged, but yet he takes these roles on to where he doesn't have to be. Except for Tango and Cash.
Who is this again?
He's the main. He's the head of the scientist.
The main doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And honestly, and when we get there, we'll talk about that. Never mind.
Okay.
Because I actually thought when they were first introduced, it was the opposite. I thought it was led to believe that was the opposite, that he was the more kind one and she was the little more.
Yeah.
I digress into something we'll probably talk about later.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just get into the.
Oh wait! No!
Oh, who did I miss? Who did I miss?
You do not leave Larry Dupree off this list, my friend.
Okay.
Because Michael Bowen Jr. he played Tommy, who was like the antagonist in Valley Girl.
Okay.
I should say the rival love interest or whatever. He was Uncle Jack in Breaking Bad. He was also in Jackie Brown, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. He was also Danny Pickett in Lost.
Wait.
The show Lost.
Yeah.
Okay, which character is this guy?
The boyfriend that dies at the beginning.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's Michael Bowen Jr.
Yes, I always forget about him, and every time I see him, I'm like, oh man,
weird
he's on everything.
Here's a little weird side note: he is stepbrothers to the Carradine brothers.
Really?
Yeah, through marriage, of course, and stepbrothers.
Yeah.
But
you know, I'm Buck, and I'm here to fuck.
But anyway, so I wanted to make sure we got that out.
Yes. I'm sorry, I missed that one.
And then, real quick, one of the guys, and he's just in it for a little bit. He is one of the zombies, not zombies, whatever they are, but really the guys in the mall that are running the deal.
Yeah. It wasn't Willie, was it?
It's Dick Rude. He plays one of the stock boys, actually. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And he directed music videos for like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Really?
He did the documentary Let's Rock Again about Joe Strummer and his last tour.
Nice.
Yeah. With that was like 2004, the Mescalero. What is this band?
Mescaleros.
Mescaleros, thank you.
Joe Strummer, Mescaleros.
So he did that Let's Rock Again documentary.
Which one was he? Which stock boy?
What the fuck, dude? What do I know? I don't know what this guy looked like when he was young. I'm just saying that he was in there, and that's pretty cool because that Let's Rock Again documentary is pretty cool. I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen the whole thing.
I'm trying to see if I can find a picture. Oh, he was on Repo Man.
Anyways,
he was on Sid and Nancy too. Jesus,
yeah,
this dude was on a lot of shit.
Anyway, so cool stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't get into any of that, but
I know which one he was. Yep, he was. Yeah, okay. I know who he is.
Yeah.
He was one of the dudes. He had the shotgun, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
him.
so.
Because he was what's his name's friend, fucking Emilio Estevez's friend, the punk rock friend.
Yeah.
that was always robbing shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that was him. Okay, I
Anyway,
got it.
so
yeah.
I thought that we could definitely not leave Michael Bowen off there because that's he was in a lot of cool stuff that blends well with this, and then of course Dick Rude just being more of a film director at this point,
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I didn't even. You saw where I stopped.
No worries. That's why there's more than one of us.
All right,
that's so we can each pick up the dropped culture.
The piece
and
of it.
Add it to the mass. Anyways.
I digress.
Actually.
Let's get into the meat of the story. Okay, so as you know, a comet is passing by Earth for the first time in 65 million years.
Boom.
And they're having a badass party outside because Americans love to drink and fucking hang out in the streets,
Just like before the
especially
flood.
in the 80s.
As Americans do.
It's like, fuck it. I like the
Give me a holiday where I can go out and get drunk in the streets.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like
Cinco de Mayo, that's not even our country, but let's celebrate.
St.
Let's
Patrick's
celebrate
Day.
that shit, yeah.
Who the hell's not Irish?
Exactly.
everybody's Irish for one day. I like the newscast where he's like, the first reports are coming in from Newfoundland.
Or
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland or Newfoundland.
But Reggie, see, you could already tell she's a pretty cool chick, right?
Yeah.
She's playing Tempest.
Killing it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But there's a movie going on, and it's like a late night feature. What I like in the background of that one, you can see a dude trying to put up a Comet poster, but it just won't go. Yeah. He like walks away and shit while home dude's trying to sell the fucking.
Wait,
the
and
ears.
stop right there for a minute, because that guy trying to sell the ball, the springy ball thing ears.
$9.50.
Yeah, there's like some negotiation going on here, and I'm like, what theater have you been to where that's an option?
Well, back then, why not?
That's
right?
true. That's true. They're probably all locally owned.
Yeah. You're eating into the profits.
But for the time, $9.50?
No, that was a $10 fucking set of wiggly ears.
Even nowadays, it would be $3 at Walmart.
Yeah,
Or $2.
I like how he's like blow on.
Yeah, but there was no Walmart back then.
Well, I mean, like
there was no mass distribution from China to one place.
No, true.
So
They were making it by hand, maybe all that.
Yeah.
they're making it
But he's
by
like-
hand for $1.50 and selling it for $9.50 because it's the one night
Well,
the Comet's ever going to come by.
He showed the chick next to it. She's like, she's wearing the one that are $7. These right here. But look, blow on them.
As soon as you blow on it, and he's like, "See that? You want those?" You're like, what?
$9.50.
He is selling it. Man.
Yeah,
he
he
is
just-
working hard.
$9.50. The whole fucking time. And yeah, the dude's like, oh, okay, I guess so. It probably costs 50 cents for a Coke. You know what I mean? He's like, well, give me a Coke too.
That's how they make
But
their
it's
money.
but it's at the El Rey Theater too.
Yes.
So it's a very famous theater in Los Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles. And she's 18, Catherine Mary Stewart. So we get introduced to her, and she's pissed off because DMK's, beat her fucking record.
Didn't beat her record. Got 6th place out of the
Yes.
top 10, where she has all the other ones.
So she just
Not
had to
first
do it.
place.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, you'd be real pissed, right?
Yeah.
You're in 6th place. I got
Yeah,
right
she's got
there.
she's a 18-year-old that's got a job at a movie theater, so she's working. right?
Okay, I'm sorry though. She does eventually, and this is not spoilers or anything. She does eventually beat it. The thing that triggers me is that it doesn't knock DMK down. one.
right.
It
Yeah.
just erases his
it
entry
replaces
altogether.
it. She
I'm
knows
like,
the score.
it doesn't work like that.
That's not how that works. Yeah.
She got the exact score.
It
to
wouldn't
beat
matter. It
his
would just
shit.
push his down and knock one of
She would
hers
have-
off.
That's right.
Yeah, she'd have to get like
She'd have to win
5
like
more
all the
wins.
games.
Yeah, she'd have to get all of them in a row. Maybe she did.
She might have. We did maybe a little time lapse.
She was
there.
eating Twizzlers after a night of sex.
Fair.
in the projection room.
Yes. It's what was it, stainless steel or steel or something?
Oh no, not aluminum, not steel.
It was steel.
yeah,
it was steel?
Yeah, because they have a conversation when they're about to perform coitus.
Yeah.
About how Superman couldn't see through this because it has steel walls, and she's like, no, that's lead.
Yeah.
And he's anyways.
Yeah, well, they had
he
to
could
build-
see right through this, and
Yeah.
isn't steel made out of lead though? It's
Lead
that
is
part of the
steel?
alloy. for steel?
I think so.
Probably.
I thought so too.
This is not the steel podcast.
This is not science. I'm sorry.
Welcome
Moving on.
to the steel
Anyways, but you're right.
podcast.
They had to set a precedence on that the building was steel, or
Yes.
that room rather was steel.
You know why those rooms are made like that for projection booths, right?
Fire protection.
Yes,
I know.
Correct. Yeah, because